Hi, today I'm just gonna talk about what I learned today. Well, not what I learned today, I wasn't able to learn something new big because there's so many things to do, so instead of engineering things. So I'm just gonna like explain the core thing about web development. Alright, if you're a front end engineer, so you ever to like learn about a lot of things. Example, like React. You have to learn about some kind of React libraries, Next.js, or some kind of Vue. Those kind of thing make people make front-end engineer really, convenient to build some web application. But the question is how they don't know how the internal looks like, the inside of the React. And moreover, the core thing and also important thing about React or those kind of the JavaScript library heavily rely on the bundler. So our topic is the bundler. So what is the bundler? Bundler is just the bundles. It's just very simple. So there's example. There's one, two. So there's a bunch of files. Files, some kind of like this round box. Let's say round box, and based on the root of your round box, you're just gonna collect it, because the reason why you collect it, because you have to gather it, because example, you want to get the whole like package, whole I don't know what to say, you ordered some kind of Lego box or some fancy or whatever, Coca-Cola. You ordered Coca-Cola, and but the bad thing is that the box, the delivery is more than 10 pieces of it, so you have to gather into one piled of box. So how to do it? You have to collect it, all of it. So that also means that you just had to make into one bundle. So that's kind of like really simplified version of like what this bundle means. And in the bundler, if you look at how the bundler does, you have to understand the bundler process. Step one, and the first is collection, and second thing is it was like collection, right? Hold on, collection. Wait, I forgot the next one. After collect, you have to create dependency graph, and next it has to be transpilation. Next, optimization. So what do you mean by that? The JavaScript now is ESM. So that which means that if the JavaScript is can work as just a module, your JavaScript file, it just working like module, and that's the reason why we choose module base is to increase this kind of like to separate the interest and make the feature as the module is really easy to attract for the developers. Like it increase the developer experience, but you have to, after making just the one module, you have to gather it to one pieces of it, because that's a program thing, and that's how collection doing, because all of the modules has to be collected in one piece. And that's the collection part. And I don't know what about our other bundler, a just Haseman bundler. It collects based on the based on the URL or import path of the JavaScript file. But whatever. So after collection, it has to build dependence graph, because I mean, like, if of course, because the module has to be created as a dependence graph, because it basically the module relationship has to be built with the dependency. If there's no dependency, if there's no relationship, they're very hard to debug, and there should be some kind of error. And also after that, you have to make the JavaScript file into JavaScript into some kind of the browser can support version of it. Normally we use TypeScript and with the XML, TSX or JSX, or TS, but the browser cannot understand those kind of language. Browser can understand HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and so we use transpilation or to downgrade the newer JavaScript version of it. Their ESM, ES6, ES7, and those kind of new JavaScript grammar has to be transpiled to downgrade, because some other browser cannot understand with the modern syntax of it. After transpilation, we have to use the optimization. So optimization is basically doing the dead code elimination and just tree shaking and the minification and those kind of things. So that's very simplified explanation about the bundler process, and this bundler process made us to change into JavaScript and make it optimize and also decrease the size of it. So that is why we have to understand bundler, and that is why the bundler is really important. So this is it. Have a nice day. See you next time. Bye bye.